Hey guys, what's up? MadSeason here, back with another video for you. In my Underlight Angler guide, I made mention of a new fishing reputation in Legion. So in this video, I thought I'd cover it in more detail and show you where and how to grind it out, and show you the rewards for doing it to help you decide if it's worth your time or not. The new reputation is tied to a single NPC, and that's Conjurer Margoss. You can find him on a secluded island floating northwest of Dalaran. There are a couple of ways to reach him. For the intended way, head on over to the Black Market waters in the sewers of Dalaran. In those waters, you'll find these green shimmering whorls. Go ahead and fish in them until you fish up an item called the Emblem of Margoss. When you use this, it teleports you directly to Margoss's island. It is consumed on use, so you'll have to fish one up every time you want to visit the island. There is another way to reach him though, and it's more convenient, and that's just to glide on over. To do this, head to the northwestern area of Dalaran, and you should see a broken wall with some pet battlers hanging about. Look off into the distance and the island should be in plain view. From here you can just use a Goblin Glider Kit, Slowfall, the Demon Hunter Glide, and so on to reach him. Once you reach the island, he'll offer you a quest to fish up an item called the Drowned Mana. This will be the focus of this whole rep grind. You can fish these up in the nearby pond. In the quest he only asks for one, but to max out his reputation we'll need a truckload. He has 6 reputation levels. You start at Stranger, and you'll progress through Pal, Buddy, Friend, Good Friend, and then finally Best Friend, which is the max. Each reputation level requires 8,400 reputation, so if you start at Stranger and end at Best Friend, that's 42,000 reputation points to grind out. And to actually increase his reputation, you just hand him your Drowned Mana that you fished up in the nearby pond. Each mana gives you 50 rep, not including reputation bonuses, so that's 840 Drowned Manas that you'll need to fish up. The drop rate can be pretty low. There is a way to speed it up, however. Occasionally, you'll fish up an item called the Mark of Aquos. When you use this, a giant water elemental named Aquos the Unleashed will spawn, and when you kill it, the pond becomes enchanted for a couple of minutes, greatly increasing the amount of drowned mana fished up. This does work for everyone fishing in the pond, so even if you didn't summon them, go ahead and help take them out because you will benefit from it. Per kill, you'll generally fish up around 10 to 20 drowned mana total depending on your luck. And although I can't test it during the beta, this may be something you can take advantage of by realm hopping. It may be possible to keep switching realms until you find a server that recently killed them. If that is true, it'll greatly speed up the process, so I do recommend trying it. As for the drop rate on the Mark, this is also pretty low. I'd say it's no more than 3 to 4%. But if you have enough people fishing, say 4 to 5, that's usually enough to have them up all the time as long as you're staggering your summons. So to give you an idea of how long it takes, I did keep track of how many fish I caught, and in total, it turns out I casted approximately 1,600 times from start to finish. That was mostly solo though. Like I said, if that realm hopping works or you just have 4 to 5 people fishing with you, it'll go way faster. Now onto the actual rewards. He sells you various items at various reputation levels in exchange for this drowned mana. First up, we have 2 consumable items that change the way your bobber looks. One changes it to a murloc and the other into a rubber duck. These require the friend reputation to buy, and they cost 25 drowned mana each for a pack of 5, and they last for 30 minutes. True to its description, as you can see here, it changes your bobber into a murloc or a rubber duck. So these are just sort of silly little things to add. I think it would be nice if they were toys so they didn't take up inventory space, but they're still pretty cool, I think. There is also a battle pet, the Stingray Pup, which you can buy for 50 drowned mana once you reach the good friend reputation level. Here you can see what it looks like. It is worth noting that it's cageable, so it can be a good way to make some gold. And as for its battle pet capabilities, I'll leave that for you to decide. I went ahead and upgraded this to rare quality and leveled it to 25, so I'll mouse over the abilities here and you can pause the video if you want to see the exact numbers. It seems like it can be decent, but pet battling is not my expertise, so I can't say for sure. Lastly, but most importantly, we also have the fishing mount, the Brine Deep Bottom Feeder. This costs a whopping 100 drowned mana, and it requires the maximum reputation level, Best Friend. This is of course only usable while in the water, and it has an increased swim speed. The swim speed isn't huge. I did actually test it, and it's the same speed as the sea turtle, which is a 60% increase to your normal swimming speed. So it's nothing groundbreaking in terms of swim speed, especially if you already have an aquatic mount or even the Underlight Angler. The Underlight Angler, as you may know, gives you an underwater fish form if you have it leveled enough. This increases your swimming speed, and it also gives you underwater breathing, and comparing it with the Brine Deep Bottom Feeder, it's nearly twice as fast. So I think most of the value from this mount is from the model. It does look quite nice and it's a cool thing to show off to your friends. In terms of swim speed though, you can do better. But I guess that just about covers it. Hopefully now you have a solid understanding on how to grind out this reputation and if it's worth your time or not. If you are curious about the Underlight Angler fishing artifact, I do have a full-blown guide for that as well. I'll have an annotation that links to that at the end of this video if you're curious about it. Anyways, I hope you found this video helpful. Give it a like if you liked it, and if you really liked it, let me know in the comments and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching, good luck, and peace.